Very good morning, students. Myself, L.K. Tripathi, your SST teacher from LPM Public School. My dear children, today we shall discuss about Geography Chapter 9. The topic is Human Resources. This topic will provide us a lot of information about human resources, which we shall study carefully and attentively to know it in better way. So it's good for us to discuss properly and follow it. Try this fun game that will test your concentration. Just to make you concentrate, this is a type of fun game which we are going to discuss here. A term or picture is placed on one card and its definition or name placed on another. A deck generally consists of 15 to 25 card pairs. Cards are shuffled and distributed face down in columns and rows. Just try to understand. There is a term or picture which is placed on one card and the definition of this or name you can say it has been placed on another. दूसरी जगह प्लेस कर दिया गया. एक डेक लेते हैं जो जनरली 15 to 25 कार्ड पेयर्स को कंसिस्ट करता है. वो क्या है? कार्ड्स आर शफल्ड एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड फेस डाउन इन कॉलम एंड रोज. कार्ड्स को हम सफल करते हैं और इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं फेस डाउन में जो कॉलम बने हुए हैं या और रोज बने हुए हैं उसमें हम इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. द स्टूडेंट्स आर पेयर्ड अप. स्टूडेंट्स को पेयर्ड अप कर दिया गया, मतलब देयर इज ए ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स. ईच पेयर इज गिवन ए सेट ऑफ कार्ड. सारे पेयर्स को एक एक कार्ड जो है दिया गया है. जो भी इसमें प्लेयर हैं पेयर्स में वो एक टर्न लेंगे और टर्निंग ओवर में जा कर के दो कार्ड्स को हंट करेंगे पेयर्स को. इफ ए मैचिंग पेयर टर्न डेफिनेशन और पिक्चर नेम दिस इज टर्न फेस अप, द प्लेयर कलेक्ट्स द पेयर and plays again. If not a pair, play passes to the next player. The game ends when no more cards remain on the table. The winner is the player with the most cards. This is the game for you through which we shall start this topic, this introduction, that is in the fun manner, funny way we shall discuss. Introduction. Human beings are a connecting link between resources and development. It is only due to human beings that most of the resources are harnessed and utilized. Human being is such an element which acts as a link between resources and development. Resources and development is not possible until human mind or human skill does not yet there. It is not utilized till then. Human resource is treated as the pivotal factor capable of determining the extent of growth achieved by any country or region. Thus, resource development is closely associated with human development. In this way, we can say the resources, whatever we attain on the earth, that is क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड विथ ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट. ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट से बहुत ही गहरे रूप से जुड़ा हुआ है. इन ऑर्डर टू इन्हेंस द क्वालिटी ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, गुड एजुकेशन एंड ट्रेनिंग फॉर स्किल डेवलपमेंट आर ऑफ वाइटल सिग्निफिकेंस. Apart from food, clothing and shelter, in India, the Human Resource Development, that is HRD, Ministry has been specifically set up to ensure that our population receives the right education, skills, proper food and good health, care to equip it for various developmental activities. Japan's development after World War II is a striking example of how human resource, skill and technology can work wonders in a land where few resources are present. The US has lower density of population than many countries. Comparatively, US has very less population as compared to the other countries. However, with excellent skills and knowledge, it has provided the stimulus to development. On the other hand, the dense population with fewer skills and expertise in many parts of Asia and Africa are still moving slowly, albeit steadily, on a path that will surely lead to development. Distribution and density of population. This is the next topic. The world's population is unevenly distributed. North and South America, that account for almost 25% of the land surface, have barely 12% of the world's people. Asia, on the other hand, occupies about 17% of the land surface area, but supports more than 50% of the world's population. Europe has a small area, but a considerable percentage, that is about 10%, of the world's total population. In spite of a larger area, Africa has just 12% of the global population. See the world map and you will notice that within the continents, the distribution of population is extremely uneven. Areas which are ice-bound, arid or mountainous have few people compared to the plains and river valleys that have the greatest concentration of population. Many vast expanses of desert and ice caps are virtually inhabited. while parts of the Gangetic Plains is densely populated. The distribution of population is best understood not just in terms of the numbers living in a country, but in terms of the numbers living in a unit area, that is the density of population. While the density of population for the world is about 45 people per square kilometer, it rises to as much as 9,294 people per square kilometer in Delhi, over 600 people per square kilometer in parts of eastern the US, and less than 1%, 1 per square kilometer in the Sahara Desert or the Canadian tundra region. Now see the density of population. Total population upon total area in square kilometer is equal to people per square kilometer. Let us understand how distribution and density of population are determined by physical factors and non-physical factors like socio-economic conditions and cultural factors. Physical factors: relief. Flat or undulating land in the plains and river valleys have always been the most favored places for human habitation. This explains why the earliest civilizations flourished in river valleys. People prefer such locations because they are usually better suited to agriculture and other economic activities. They allow for better connectivity as it is easy to develop transport and communication facilities here. Plains are appropriate for expansion and settlement. Water supply from rivers is abundant for all types of work. These areas usually have a better climate suited to development and growth of human population. In highlands and deserts, on the other hand, the difficulties of Tarai cold climate, lack of facilities, and non-availability of resources do not allow any significant economic activities. Poor transport system and connectivity also pose a big problem. So all these things we have come to know through this explanation. Rest about the features of the land we shall study, that is soil, climate, urbanization, socio-culture factor, land, rural settlement, what are these? Economic factors, all such types of things we shall see in the next video. Till then, goodbye.